Hungarian leader Orbán blames EU for migrant crisis, foresees the destruction of Europe. In speeches on Hungary's National Day, Prime Minister Viktor Orbán has lashed out at European leaders for inviting the destruction of Europe by causing the migrant crisis and has rejected European Union (EU) plans to resolve the situation. Warning Europe will be destroyed, Mr. Orbán said in Budapest yesterday he wanted to prevent further incidents of gangs chasing our women, especially in his own Hungary. Anti-mass migration political movements across Europe have been galvanized by the images and stories coming out of German cities like Cologne over New Year's Eve, and his remarks reflect a preoccupation with preventing further sexual assault by migrant gangs. Falling short of actually naming Germany in his Hungarian National Day speech, Mr. Orbán criticized the incorrigible fighter for human rights who blindly welcomed migrants to Europe and who in turn brought crime and terror to the continent, reports Nachricten, calling for unity among European peoples, while making a carefully worded attack on the cloistered leaders of the EU. Mr. Orbán said, "We are calling every citizen of Hungary and every nation of Europe into unity, regardless of political affiliation. Europe's leaders and citizens cannot live in two separate worlds anymore. We must restore the unity of Europe. The people of Europe cannot be free on their own, if we are not free together. If we stand together, we will succeed. Divided we will fall. The future of Europe is at stake. Shall we be slaves, or men set free? That is the question." After completing the national border fence and seeing illegal migrants fall from 10,000 a day to just a couple of dozen, Mr. Orbán declared a national referendum on the EU's migrant policies. The vote, due to place this year, is the first of its kind in Europe, and Mr. Orbán said it would be a major test of European democracy. Speaking of the disappointment with the top-down EU control which triggered his decision to launch the vote, he said, "Nobody has asked the European people so far whether they support, accept, or reject the mandatory migrant quotas. The government is responding to public sentiment now. We Hungarians think introducing resettlement quotas for migrants without the backing of the people equals an abuse of power."
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. You can visit us on www.therealthingmean.webs.com.